Hi everyone, it's Lisa.
And Rufus.
And it is Vlogtober, so we're doing a vlog. And we want to talk a little bit about non-scale victories, NSVs, and about how it's not all about the numbers, is it? No. Because for us, well, go on, say what you just said before.
The reasons I'm doing Slimming World is that I want to lose weight to be healthier. Some of my older relatives that have passed had diabetes. Me being over 40 now, there's a risk, obviously, if I am classed as obese, that's a possibility for me, and I really, I don't want to hopefully have that, so I'm trying to do everything I can to reverse that, plus I'm doing it for surgery for next year, so you have to have a certain BMI, otherwise you can't have surgery. So that's my goal, is to get my weight below a certain BMI level so that can happen next year.
And it is, I mean, the health side effects are majorly important, and we're feeling the benefits, aren't we? Yeah, able to move a little bit better. I'm still, my health is still bad, but it was probably 100 times better than it would have been if I'd carried on the way I was going, which was putting more weight on. But it is all about, for me, it's all about the numbers, it's all about surgery. Yep. But that doesn't mean that as you're going through your journey that you don't get other victories, and we call them non-scale victories. So you've done that today and whenever we bought the body warmer, isn't it? So
I started my journey in a size 50 jeans, and today is the first day I've fit into and comfortably wearing a size 40 jeans.
That's just,
and that's since I started my journey the very last week in January. And like I say, how many months is that now then?
10
months. 10 months later, I'm 5 sizes smaller.
Well, no, it's
because they normally go in twos, is it?
9 months. Yeah, 9 months.
But I'm saying all the jeans that go down in, you can't get through that way. They cut it all off because something's happened.
Ah, so there's an accident. Yeah. Well, yeah, so to lose 5 jean sizes in 9 months is incredible. Yeah. And that's losing 10 inches from your belly. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. And it's one of those things that I think, for you, how does it feel being in a size 40? How does it actually feel being able to wear them?
I look a lot slimmer. I mean, I feel a lot better, that I can just get on with things during the day and they're not going to fall off my bum.
But would you have thought? Would you have thought at any point that, not even a year in, that you would be in a size 40?
No. Partly, I don't think like that anyway. I don't think that far ahead.
You don't plan that far, do you?
Maybe I look at what I'm doing that week, or maybe a couple of weeks ahead. But normally, anything past that, I don't normally think that far. I just like to be in the now and just deal with what I'm dealing with at the time.
Well, you plan a little bit forward, don't you?
Yeah, but not that far.
It's like you've got a couple of pairs of, well, you've got a few pairs of 38s at home ready, and we've got one pair of 36s, I think, for you. So sort of ready for when he gets down to those. But even the body warmer, you were in Tesco's, weren't you?
Yeah. Like I say, it's very rare that I can go into a shop and put something on without, like, as soon as it's a slightly larger size, then, maybe a large and extra large. So it's just a case of, normally if I put something on, usually it's either too long, or the arms are too long, or it's just doesn't fit right. Or the lower part of the actual jacket or whatever is a bit short, a bit narrower than it is at the top, which is a usual thing for most guys. But then if you've got a little bit of a tummy, then that means you have to buy maybe the next size up, and then it doesn't look right. And
then you've got even longer, it's even longer, and it just doesn't fit as well.
That's
it. I've got to say, the smile on your face when we were in Tesco's, I went off and bought a pair of jeans, size 16, which is what I'm now comfortably in, and that's a bit of an NSV for me, an N-scale victory for me. But you came past and you were wearing it and it wasn't zipped up and you were like, look!
But it's a perfect fit, so I was really happy about that.
And the thing is, it's a really good fit now. It fits you perfectly with a t-shirt underneath. But as we get into winter and as you carry on losing a bit of weight, you'll be able to put a jumper underneath. So as we get to the colder weather and you're like, oh, I don't want bare arms.
But it's not one of them body warmers that, you know, them big like puffer jacket sort of body warmers that makes you look like even bigger.
It's a bit puffy, but it's not massive.
It's not
is it?
It's one of those ones that makes you look bigger than you actually are.
Ones.
Yeah, some of them jackets make you look bigger than you actually are.
Yeah.
So I said I feel really comfortable in this body warmer, so I'm quite happy about that.
Yeah. And I mean, I love the fact that I've had to recently replace all my bras because they were just too big in the back, weren't they? So I've done that now. And I've had to, you know, I'm now at the point of looking at my wardrobe for winter and realising I need to buy new stuff because
it's not cheap though, is it?
It's not cheap, but we do a lot of charity shops. I don't see, you know, why would you pay full price if you can go to a charity shop?
If you're going to be in those clothes maybe for a month or so,
exactly,
and then you know you've got to downsize slightly.
Exactly.
Otherwise it could be very expensive.
Yeah, and until we sort of reach target and stabilise size-wise and everything else, we don't know what we're going to end up being. Nobody does. And the thing is, when you start this journey, it is unexpected because you never know what's coming. But yeah, so I need to go and start looking for jumpers and things. I mean, this is a lovely poncho, which again, when I first bought, just it didn't fit right, and now it fits quite easily. And just being able to actually wear smaller sizes, but it's the fact that I think the key thing is that you have choice now, don't you?
Yeah.
So you can go you can go to Tesco's, you can go to Georgia Asda, you can go to Topman, all of those. I mean, you bought a pair of jeans.
They come up slightly different fit in different shops, but yeah, I can.
Well, you bought a pair of jeans, didn't you, from that like young person's hip and trendy shop? You know, where they've all got either hipster beards or baseball caps on the side or backwards with chains on their belt loops and all that stuff. One of those shops where they're all like, yeah, and I've got some, I don't know, some Schmeckel 8 band on, Schmeckel, Rick and Morty, and Schmeckel 8 is the band, and they're like underground in it, and it's all like, yeah, alright mate, you're getting these jeans in it, you know what I mean, you're getting these jeans in it, alright, yeah, and they've got skateboards on the wall. It's one of those shops, but you got a pair of jeans in there. They're a little bit tight on the leg though, aren't they, because you know, hipsters wear them skinny. Ooh. But just that choice, how much better does that feel?
A lot better.
And being able to go to any shop you want, whereas before you had a really limited choice, didn't you, of the big man shops?
Yeah, definitely.
And that again for me, I mean, I used to get so frustrated going to Evans and trying to find something that wasn't really frumpy. And for a while they changed their buyers, or they changed their market, and they had some younger sort of designs, and then they stopped them and they went back to frumpy. And just that thing of, you know, when you've only got Evans or yours to go shopping in, or maybe the big girl section at New Look, and that's all your choice, it's just so infuriating. If you want something that's nice, you want something that's different, and yet you can't actually wear them because they don't fit and the shops just don't have anything suitable, and that was just awful. And now being able to go to anywhere, I mean, I'm a size 16 bottom, I'm an 18 top, comfortably, and that means I can go to Primark, you know, I can go to Topshop, I can go to these places, and I've got the choice then of what I wear. And some friends of mine have said recently, didn't they, that my fashion sense has changed recently. I seem to be wearing a lot more hippie clothes, and it's like, well, I am, because I can actually find them now. I'm not limited to two shops where if they haven't got any hippie style clothing in, then I can't wear it. And that's massive. That's such a change. and that just makes me feel a lot more confident and a lot more able to deal with everything. And yeah, so what would you say to somebody, Rufus, that is having the scales aren't showing the effort they're putting in?
Maybe go back to basics. If it's, you know, things are not working how you want them to work, maybe go back to basics and look in your books, you know, like as if it's your first week again.
Yeah,
I would say that.
and in your book, if you're looking for ideas in that, if you go to page 37 and 39 in your food optimizing book, 37 is your fabulous first week book page, and 39 is the page all about your 10 steps to a fabulous weight loss. So I think that's really good. But I would also say, maybe if you're not getting the results you want and you are sticking to plan 100%, look at whether it's non-scale victories. Is your shape changing? Because quite often, especially if people are doing a lot of body magic, quite often what you'll find is that you'll be losing inches, but not necessarily that's reflecting in the weight for some time. So it might be like you go for a month of maintains or slow losses, but actually you've dropped a dress size, or actually you've, you know, dropped a jean size or something. And that, I think, is really important, and it all helps, it all adds to the journey. So anyway, we're going to go, because we don't want this to be too long, but do let us know in the comment section how you celebrate non-scale victories. Is there anything that you do? Do you buy yourself something every time you get down to another size, or you lose the next stone? Do you go shopping? How do you celebrate your achievements on Slimming World? And also let us know if you're having any wobbles, because you always say, you always say keep chipping away at it, don't you? That's the thing that you always say, and I think that's absolutely sound advice. But do let us know in the comments, and do give us a message if you need any support. We're all here online helping each other, and hopefully we will see you on the next video. And as we always say, happy slimming.